Alright, so this muffalo, let's just slaughter them for food. Bye-bye, muffalo. And here's a good reason to double up your electricity. I just had a power surge, and if I was in a raid, all my turrets would have gone out. And a group of huskies join me. Alright. Well, I, in real life, have two dogs very much like huskies, similar. So I have an affinity towards them, and I think I'll keep them as a result. Alright, so let's see. Or I could trade them, but I think I'll keep them. I can sell off these corn because I have a lot of corn, and that corn sells for a lot. Always buy components because they're a pain. Sell off all of the leather that I have, except for the warg fur. I earned that fur in blood. Blood and much death. But I'll sell off the expensive warg fur, keep the cheap stuff. Herbal medicine I'll keep. Sandstone blocks I'll sell, because I'm not really building anything in sandstone. The more expensive wood I have, I'll sell, because I have a lot of wood, obviously. So some of it's like for 2 cents, and some of it's for 87 cents. God knows I have no notion of what the difference is, but they apparently care. And that's that will net me enough money to just about buy a prisoner in the future. So I just got a my hospital bed research done. So I am going to get building on that immediately. I want to immediately build a hospital bed. Pretty important to get done. So I'll put Davies on collecting the resources, or Griffiths rather. But let's see about this crafting room. I'm going to put an electric tailor bench in there to start. Based on hit points. Yeah, I would say you're right, but I still have some undamaged wood that didn't sell for anything. So, it's still a little screwy. Alright, so you are the best constructor for now, so let's pray for not a crappy... Ooh, superior! I got lucky. Alright, and then Gwen is going under the knife. But I don't think I ever grabbed that arm. Where did that arm go? I bought it, and they were here when I bought it. Maybe it burned. I'm thinking it burned. It could have. So I don't see it. And I don't see it in my colony wealth either. Yeah, I know it's not an electric bench. For crafting, I generally don't do electric because you level up more on a hand bench because it takes longer. So, oh, destroyed in the explosion. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So this is leveling up Ramenin's crafting because it takes longer and it doesn't take power. I guess I'll let him attend his own party by cleaning the floors. Because part of the role-playing in this run-through is my original colonists are the ones who are the higher caste, and the new people, which I only have one so far, but the new people will all live in a barracks together. and will be of a lower class. That is pretty much how the most ancient empires were run. The Iceni no different than their contemporaries like the Romans. So I've got this, for now I'm going to let Ramanan, you can sleep in here, in the workshop. Which is now your doll bedroom. One good thing is I did get Griffith, the animal neurotrainer, so let's see here. Gwen, I guess you don't get a hand yet. That will have to wait. I'd like to get you a bionic arm, but that's seemingly really far off, to be honest. So I've filled up some dumping zones here. I'm just going to keep expanding the this dumping zones. It will really slow down the meleeers. So if swarms of tribe members want to come stab me, they'll take a hell of a long time. As you can see, it's really very, very slow for my my people to get through there. So what I'll do is I'll install a bit of a shortcut here. That way they don't have to go through the gauntlet of slag and chunks to get home every time they want to get home. You say I don't have that much corn, and you're right. I only have 100, but I do have 67 meals, which will keep me going for a while. And I have a good bit of meat left. I could have more, but I have a good bit of meat left. Yeah, they can take cover behind it, but they're really close to my turrets. In fact, some of the turrets are going to have shots behind them. So, yeah, I mean, feel free to take cover behind it. Now, what I can do, and I will set this up eventually, is a setup where there's nowhere for them to hide behind. But, you know, baby steps. I gotta proceed this on baby steps. So now there's a way to get my people, my people through the slag zone without actually having to walk through it, which will speed it up a bit. Man, I forgot about those harvest tree orders that I ordered like years and years and years ago. Oh, I'm planning on doing animal husbandry eventually, for sure. So another thing I want to do here now that I have dogs is to queue up some kibble. So I'm going to do until I have 200 kibble. And then for an animal zone, let's see about this. For an animal zone, I'm going to set them up so they can't enter they can't enter my kitchen, but they can eat kibble elsewhere. So I'll allow them here, and up here I suppose. I'm not really drying it out very carefully. And then I'll stockpile kibble somewhere near the door. I'll stockpile it right there. I will once I have more people. I just don't have enough people to plant a lot of stuff. I have to be careful with how much time I dedicate to each task. Because there's a lot of stuff that I should be getting done here that I just don't have time to do. Like, for instance, replanting corn. I don't even have anyone replanting corn right now. So, while hay grass would be useful in making kibble, I'd rather just plant corn because it will yield more. I mean, hay grass actually yields more for kibble than hunting elephants. All right. Well, I guess I'm eating elephant meat soon. I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, if I micromanaged the diets of everyone, I would be playing a quarter of my time making sure that everyone was eating what they should, which would be ultimately incredibly boring for everyone. Cargo pods of something valuable, because it's in one stack. Alright, so one elephant down. This elephant destroyed my turret. I guess I'll add a new animal area, which is house arrest. Animals. Manage. Because I don't want them wandering around during a manhunter pack. It should be not called manhunter pack. It should be like called psychosis or something, because they're not just hunting men and women. They're hunting animals too. They're hunting everything I own. So that's sort of a misnomer there. But it doesn't matter. The dogs obeyed quick enough. And it really doesn't matter because everyone's dead. Or all my intruders are dead. I think what I'm going to do is disallow this area here for animal area as well. So I keep them inside, keep them secure. And that is just one more turret I'll have to replace. Soon there'll be turrets on every side. It's just, you know, I don't have the steel for that quite yet. Alright, so Davies is still very, very stressed about the deaths. But, they're slowly getting over it. It doesn't help that right after those deaths occurred, she got, fibrous mechanites. Yes, zones can be applied to anyone. Except for prisoners. You don't... Pretty much prisoners are restricted to what area their beds are in. There are some mods that expand upon that, but I'm playing an unmodded playthrough. Alright, so who's supposed to be growing? Davies, you're supposed to be growing? And I think you're just so busy constructing that you're not growing, I suspect. No, you're growing. I take that back. Alright, I'm going to set up this. I'm actually going to just suspend this for now. I have enough smoke leaf joints. I'll have Reminin be hauling and other productive things. Hauling and cleaning. I am teaching the dogs to haul, actually. That's something I've already queued up to do. So, they both have been trained in their first point of obedience. And, I'm going to keep going with that, obviously. So I'm going to pause cooking meals. I have 76 fine meals. I think that's enough for now. That frees up Griffiths to do other things, like training dogs, like you had just mentioned. And got the first point of haul down. I don't know. If it was me, I'd like to keep my visitors in my kill boxes, but I guess that's my psycho playthroughs talking. That's not what I meant to do. Some major break risks. So the next big thing is really beefing up security. Which means I also have to find some steel. And there's steel pretty close to the base here. Some more steel. Griffiths will get on that. There's actually quite a lot of it. These steel zones, I don't know how deep they go, so I'm not going to queue them all up. But even digging straight through this mountain, there's more steel on the other side. And our second mental event. Oh yeah, I'm gonna toss turrets in here, and that's the reason why they're behind doors like that. Alright, so now that I have that research done, deep drilling could be interesting. But I think I'm gonna go to drug production. No, I'll go brewing. I'll get some beer. Beer for my people. And a bulk goods trader is passing. The person that gets me the best bang for my buck is out of commission right now, so I'm going to send Gwen. So, other than emu eggs, I don't see anything particularly intriguing about anything they're willing to buy. I will sell off the elephant fur and muffle leather. The wood. And that nets me a decent amount of silver. Yeah, a decent amount of, I mean, you know, not the best. I guess if I'm thinking about going into drug trade, I will eventually think about Nutriamine, but not yet. That will come at a later time. That will come when I can properly grow this area. My God, is that a lot of area. So you're in intense pain? Well, Gwen has a treatment for you. Eat some plants. Alright, let's see about their training. So they are 2S7 and 2 out of 7. They're getting trained pretty good. Pretty swifty. Which reminds me of Swifty. Unrelated. So now that I know the mechanics, that I've properly looked up the mechanics of infestations, I feel more secure being able to have a more expanded shooting gallery area like this. So I'll expand that a little bit. I don't know if it will really play a role, but we'll see. So Davies is no longer in a psychotic state. She's sick, in a lot of pain, tired. Her friend died, her husband died, and she's very joy deprived. The joy I can work on. In fact, all right. So let's think about this. My kitchen is here. That means maybe my dining room should be here. This area. Really depends on where the overhead mountain is, but I'll dig this away and figure it out as I go. I'm not sure why I have roofs everywhere over here. I probably put them there for some reason, and well, that reason was dumb for why ever I thought that that should be a good thing. Ancient danger. Nothing like mining around some danger, right?